Yeah, I want to give thanks for me doing this lesson again. So we're on a conversation about the three angels' message. Uh, uh, so let's start with the opening verse in Revelation 14:12. He
I
is
can read it.
the
I can read it.
okay.
It said, "This is the patient of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." Revelation 14:12.
All right. And before we get started, does anybody can anybody explain what is the three angels' messages? Because this is a very complex topic. Bless you. Bless you.
It's one of them like keep me within every sacrifice.
Can we have another opinion about the three angels' messages?
Well, according with our belief, it's going to be the last message that is going to be proclaimed to the earth, which is, being starting since
1844.
1844, I'm sorry. And from there, all the way to the end of the days, it's going to be the last message, together with the four angels. But basically, this is the call that the last call that God is making for the people living in these last days. Basically, He's calling to do the real worship to the true God, right? And also, He's also warning people for those that they don't want to worship the real God and they want to be worship the other side, which is the evil side. It's going to be a condemnation. It's going to be a condemnation. So they had to escape from Babylon. They had to escape from there and go to the true God.
Okay, let's go to Sunday, June 7th. 1. A. Compare and contrast the different types of message represented by angels. Revelation 1:20, 10:1, 5, 11:1, and 22:8. Can I get volunteers to read those?
I have it in Spanish. Let me change it to English.
I can start off with Revelation 1:20.
Thank you.
It says, "The mystery of the seven stars, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the seven golden candlesticks. The seven stars are the angels of the seven churches, and the seven candlesticks which thou sawest are the seven churches."
Can we read 10:1?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, 10:1 said, "And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and a rainbow was upon his head, and his face was as it were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire."
And also 5.
10:5.
Yeah.
And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lift up his hand to heaven.
And what do you know about the sea? Is it a literal sea or a metaphorical sea?
I think the sea, because it has waters, I think it represents nations, right?
Yeah, the main peoples.
People.
11:1.
Then I, uh, then I was given a reed like a measuring rod. And the angel stood, saying, "Rise and measure the temple of God, the altar, and those who worship there."
And 22:8.
Revelation 22.
I can read it. It says, "And I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which showed me these things."
All right. So these are the different types of messages we're going to see. Any thoughts and comments? Let's go to B. How does God send a message to everyone on earth? Roman, Romans 10, 13 through 15.
Let me read it.
Yeah.
Romans 10, 13 to 15. To answer the question, how does God send a message to everyone on earth? For whatsoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach except that what they send, that they be sent? And is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace, and bring glad tidings of good things.
So, how does God send message to everyone on earth? Through missionaries.
So missionaries, missionaries.
Yeah,
To missionaries, and he calls us to be his missionaries.
yeah, and we don't necessarily need to go to another continent or a country in order to be missionaries. We could be missionaries in our own neighborhoods. We could literally visit the guy who lives next to us, or send a message to someone in the grocery store that's closest to us.
Basically, I say, basically, uh, in every single place where you invest any, you can be a missionary. You can be a missionary at home, which is the more important place. You have to be preaching and teaching about the gospel to your family, right? Because those are the more close circle, that you have to keep faithful to God. But also, if you go to the store, as you just mentioned, when you're driving, right, you have to give a good testimony also when you're driving. You have don't pushing, don't try to get
Not too
close to another
fast.
car, try to pass people, where you don't have to be. Um, and sometimes, we fail, all of us, we have to be honest. Sometimes, driving, it can be crazy. That's how people, they get in trouble too.
Yeah.
So we have to be very careful. But every single place where you go for work, talking with people at work, not much, right? Because you can get in trouble too, right? Because you are not working, you're preaching all day. But a little bit. At the store, right? Every single place you can be a missionary.
And also, not only we should be preaching and teaching like Brother Aden said, we should also be living it out. Because I could be preaching and teaching but not living it out.
Yeah.
What would that would make me? A hypocrite, right?
Yeah.
I also, first of all, I need to be living it. Then I could be teaching it and preaching. So it will have more weight to it. So does anybody have any more thoughts on B before we go to C? Oops. Okay. C. Who is symbolized by the angel of Revelation 14:6 through 12 and their mission Matthew 28:19 and 20 and Acts 1:8.
So Revelation 6,
14.
6, right? And I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God, and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. And worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. And there
And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his head, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of the torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest, no night, no worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Okay, so Acts 1:8 says, but ye shall receive power after the Holy Ghost is come upon you, and ye shall be witness unto me both in Jerusalem and all Judea and in Samaria, and to the uttermost part of the earth. Okay. So the note says the angel represented as flying in the midst of heaven, proclaiming the word of message of warning. No one hears the voice of these angels, for they are a symbol to represent the people of God who are working in harmony with the universe of heaven.
Okay. Any thoughts or comments?
Well, as Brother Marco mentioned in the note, it says that this will not be the voices of the angels, but it will be the people of God. So it's up to us to take these messages that were outlined as in Revelation 14, 6 through 12, and to spread it, to preach this gospel.
And also to be living witnesses.
Amen.
Okay, so let's go to Monday. A. To whom does the first angel take his message? Revelation 14:6. And I saw another angel flying in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel, to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation, and kindred, and tongue, and people. A great religious awakening under uh, proclamation of Christ's soon coming is foretold in the prophecy of the first angel message of Revelation 14. The angels flight in the midst of heaven, that loud voice with, with which the warning is uttered, and its uh,
Promulgation.
promulgation, thank you,
You're welcome.
to all that dwell on the earth, to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, give evidence of all of the rapidity and uh, worldwide extreme of the movement. So, any thoughts?
Well, I just wanted to point out that word promulgation. I didn't know what it meant either, but it means a formal public announcement of law or a decree. So it's similar to a proclamation, but it's specifically about, in this case, it's specifically about God's law.
Okay. Thank you. So, any more thoughts on A? Okay, let's go to B. How did the first angel call attention to God as the creator? Revelation 14:7, Genesis 1:1, and Ephesians 3:9.
Revelation 14:7 sums up the other verses as well. It says, saying with a loud voice, fear God and give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and fountains of waters.
And in Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And Ephesians 3:9, and to make all men see what is the fellowship of the mystery which from the beginning of the world hath been hid in God, who created all things by Jesus Christ. So, any thoughts on what we just read?
So the first angel's message, we already saw in the first part what it was. But in the second part, it gives us a way to identify who is the true God, right? So we have to be very certain that what we're proclaiming is in accordance to Christ's law all the way from Revelation, right? So as God said, His law is unchanging, and He never came to change the law. So this is a great focal point for us in the future, and even now, you're going to need to distinguish that this everything that we preach has to be in accordance with the Bible since the very beginning.
Amen. Anyway, so there's like we have many different religions or denominations right now. We got Buddhist, we got Catholic, we got all Lutheran, we got Baptist, and yeah, we got way too many denominations and way too many human interpretation of the Bible. So we need to follow the right one. Any more thoughts? Okay, so see, reflect on how the ancient movement huh?
The Advent.
Advent thinking. Reflect on how the Advent movement uh, appropriated, thank you, the message of the first angel and the judgment to their preaching of the soon coming of Christ. Daniel 7:26, 27, 8:14, Acts 7:30 and 31.
7:28, 7:26 and 27. It said, but the judgment shall see, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy into the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. You want to read the rest of them too?
Well, I'll read Daniel 14. And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And I have a volunteer to read the last set of scriptures. Acts 17:30 and 31.
Acts,
Yes.
Acts, Acts 17 says, and the times of this ignorance God winked at, but now commanded all men everywhere to repent. Because God appointed a day in which he will judge the world in righteousness by the men whom he had ordained, whereof he had given assurance unto all men, in that he had raised him from the dead. So the note says that William Miller and his collaborators, it was given to preach the word in America. So this country became the center of the great Advent movement. It was here that the prophecy of the first angel message had its most direct fulfillment. The writings of Miller and his associates were carried to distant lands, wherever missionaries had penetrated in all the world, where sent the glad tidings of Christ's speedy return. Far and wide spread the message of the everlasting gospel. Fear God and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgments is come. Okay?
All right, thank you. Any thoughts?
So, what we can conclude from this is that the first angel's message has already been preached, right?
Yeah.
Right. And that happened at the start of 1844. And if we see in Daniel 17:30-31, it said that God winked at their ignorance. So if you remember, this was also revealed to Daniel, but God said that it would be closed until the time till a certain time, and we see that it also mentioned it's 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. And so that ties in together that prophecy. So after 1844, we're being held accountable for learning and understanding these prophecies and to proclaim these messages.
And also, we're also held accountable to uh, our actions and what we don't want to know. Okay, so let's go to Tuesday. Yes?
I want to comment, about the event when what's the name? Miller, William Miller. He was preaching, the second coming of Jesus. Uh, he was, uh, he believed 100%, that Jesus is gonna be returning, to earth that day. And he was preaching, for a couple, years, about, the second coming of Jesus. And that event, is in history because most of the people in that time they heard about, Jesus second coming. Most of the people, especially in the United States, because in that time um, they have these big, how we can say, meetings or the preachings,
Come meetings.
camp meetings, and they use, tents, big, large tents, right? They use, to protect the people, from rain, and sun and everything.
Okay.
And thousands of people, they're going there. And some people, they travel, from different states, so they can hear the message, of William Miller about, Jesus' second coming. Some people, they abandon, their farms. They even abandon, everything that they had, and they go over there because, they believe that it was actually where they had to be. There are Christians, all over, spread, that they want to go see and hear, about, this message. Some of them, they sold their properties. Some of them, they sold everything that they had, and they went over there faithfully, right? Most of them. But after, the the big ¿cómo se dice fiasco?
Disappointment?
The big disappointment, happened. I don't want to go there yet, but a lot of people, they don't want to continue anymore because they thought that it was something that it was a lie. But the faithful ones, they continue. So that's why, all of us, we have to be studying, and we have to be reading where we are, in history, about the prophecies, because in that time it was sad. Can you imagine how many families, they lost everything? They not only lost, their faith, but they lose, everything that they had, the properties and everything, and they had to start over again. So that's what.
And the most interesting fact is that William Miller started as a Baptist.
Yeah.
And this is a fun fact.
Well, that's my sister wife. She hear about, this message.
Yeah. And she and her husband were Methodists.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's go to Tuesday. What does the second angel have to say about the spiritual condition of the professed Church of Christ? Revelation 4:18.
48.
Oh yeah, 48. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, the great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
I think if we read the first paragraph of the note, it says, "What is that wine?" So the verse we just read, it says, "Her false doctrines. She has given the world a false Sabbath instead of the Sabbath of the fourth commandment, and has repeated the falsehood that Satan first told Eve in Eden, the natural immortality of the soul. Many kindred errors she has spread far and wide, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." So it explains here what the wine is. So it's her false testimonies. And we also know that in the Bible, the church is referred to as a sheep as well as a bride, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, it is a church, the church of Babylon, and that church has made all other nations drink of the wine of fornication, and that, as we read, is false doctrines.
And also, I'm just going to paraphrase that this false bride has many other daughters. And as we all know, women are a symbol of the church. Okay, let's go to B. Describe how the believers in the Advent movement understand their purchase atonement, 1844. They discovered of the true end of the 2023 days or years, and they're called to separate from those who reject the message. Habakkuk 2:3 and Matthew 25:6.
I can read Habakkuk 2 3.
Okay.
And it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." And 25 6. "And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom come, go ye out to meet him."
So, any thoughts? Because it will come true.
The note was also really good on this one. It says, "In the summer of 1844, midway between the time when it had been first thought that the 2,300 days would end, and the autumn of the same year, to which it was soon afterward found that they extended the message, was proclaimed in the very words of Scripture, 'Behold, the bridegroom cometh.' That which led to this movement was the discovery that the decree of Artaxerxes for the restoration of Jerusalem, which formed the starting point for the period of the 2,300 days, went into effect in the autumn of the year 457 BC, before Christ, and not at the beginning of the year, as had been formerly believed. Reckoning from the autumn of 457, the 2,300 years terminated in the autumn of 1844. So they had all of this evidence, and they were right. They were just a little bit mistaken about what it meant. So it says, "As the churches refused to receive the first angel's message, they rejected the light of heaven and fell for the favor of God. They trusted to their own strength, and by opposing the first message, placed themselves where they could not see the light of the second angel's message. But the beloved of God who are oppressed accepted the message that once fallen and left the churches." So the last part of the note is a little bit different. The first part is speaking directly about the discovery that they have made, but in the end, it's specifically showing how we have to focus on all of Scripture to be able to truly understand. And as we know, the one verse that they overlooked is the verse that says, "We know not the time nor the hour." important to read all of these and really study them.
And I'm also pretty sure other people have predicted Christ's second coming besides William Miller. All right. Okay, so Wednesday, 4, the third angel. A. What startling warning comes from the third angel, Revelation 14, 9 through 11.
Says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark or in his forehead or in his head, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out with admixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. They have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So the Lord says the most fearful threatening ever addressed to mortal, it is contained in the third angel message. That must be a terrible sin which calls down the wrath of God unmingled with mercy. Men are not to be left in darkness concerning this important matter. The warning against this sin is to be given to the world before the visitation of God's judgments, that all may know why they are to be inflicted and have opportunity to escape them. It is represented in the prophecy as being proclaimed with a loud voice by an angel flying in the midst of heaven, and it will command the attention of the world.
Any thoughts and comments about the third angel?
Well, I think this topic, for all of us, is very topic, but we have to also explain, simple. We have to, try to find, the way to explain simple, for those, especially, that they are just coming, for, first time to church, because it's a strong message. It's even for us that we've been, in church, for forever. Sometimes, it's hard to explain. So, uh, as we just said, this is something that, as a church, it should be distinguished, from the different churches. We have to be, a change in us. Uh, the churches right now, sadly, even the SDA, on the Reformed Church, is being conformed, to the world. It's taking, a lot of the practices, traditions, and habits from the other churches, that are foreign. Uh, and it's not easy, right, to reprint those, because even us, we have something. And that's why we have to be faithful to God. So when you try to reprove someone, from something that is doing, you don't have nothing that they can say to you, right? You have
Yeah.
to be faithful. And we have to pray to God, right? Because if you try to correct someone, and you're doing the right way, it's gonna be the opposite.
Yeah.
Instead to try to save that person, you're gonna be pushing more out, the truth.
Pushing them away.
Yeah.
Let's go to B. In the time of the message of the third angel, how are these things distinguished? Revelation 14:12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. So we're seeing two things here. We are supposed to be keeping the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts about this?
Well, it's not easy, because he said that here's the what?
Patience.
Patience, right? And patience, is not only that you can be patient, with someone. It has to be also that you have to be practicing God's, principles, every day, right? Keep it faithful, but keep, God's commandments, is not easy, uh, because if you broke one, the Bible says that you broke all of them, the rest of them. So it's hard. Now
Yeah.
it's not impossible, right? Because Jesus, he gave us the example how to do it, right? How to keep God's law faithful, fulfilled. And is the only way is staying close to God, you know, praying to God every day, stay connected to Him, every day, and also be doing missionary work. Because if you guys remember, Jesus was with him during his entire life. He grew up, as a kid, as a baby, as a child, and then, as a teenager. But also, when he started, his ministry, all over here, he was preaching for 3.5 years, constantly, right, every day. And he was relating, with family, that they have, needs, people, that they are struggling with sickness, and different, problems. Uh, but that's what, he was very faithful until, the end, that he even gave his life for all of us. Maybe, I don't know, you guys, one time I was doing missionary work in Mexico. I was probably like at maybe 12 years old. And I was with my dad. And we went to this door, to this house, and a dog came to us. It was a big pit bull. Those dogs that they can break your bone, easy. And pit bull, a pit bull, yeah. So I was very scared, but I was there waiting, for my dad and the other friend, to run. I was just there, standing, a little valley right here with the hooks. And my dad said, "No, don't run, don't run, don't run. Stay calm, stay calm." And my dad, he found, this radio antenna, from those trucks. He found it on the road, and he was just, like this. And my dad, his reaction was just do with the antenna like this, like this. And the dog, he like that. And the antenna, getting straight to his head, put right there in his head. I don't know how the dog, he react, but he was like in shock, And I think, it was God, because, people, is not gonna be stopping, with something like that. He just put it in his head, and the dog kind of like act, like, oh, what's going on, and he went back. He's still barking, to us, but he doesn't attack us anymore. So I told my dad, "Hey, dad, how you did, to stop, the dog?" I said, "I don't know. It was God, because, the antenna was not even strong enough to stop, the dog." Uh, and it's different experience, that you can, have, in doing missionary work. But we need that. You know, the Christian, needs that, so you can survive. It's like all of us, we need work. You spend, 1 month, working, and you're gonna see, the struggle that you're gonna have. You're gonna be almost, crying, for
Yeah.
everything. We need the same. We need to do, as Jesus was doing.
Okay, so I'll just go to C. How is the rise of the third angel's message described? Revelation 7 2 through 3. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, "Hurt not the earth, nor the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads." So, any thoughts and comments about this one?
That is talking about us, but we have to be sealed. We have to receive God in our heads, in our hearts. So, if we don't have the seal, God seal, we're gonna be finished.
And what are they holding back? The four angels. I mean, what they're going to do?
So we had a chance to be repent,
I mean, what the four angels are going to do to the earth.
destroy.
Yeah. Any more thoughts and comments, or
Uh, well, we were talking about the commandments earlier, so I want to say what did it have something to do with following the commandments, keeping the commandments?
oh yeah, and keeping the commandments and having the faith of Jesus. Be faithful. Okay, let's go to Thursday. The apex of the message. A. How will the blessing bless you? How will the blessing proclaimed be fulfilled regarding those who died in the faith during the proclamation of the third angel's message? Revelation 14:13 and Daniel 12:2.
So Revelation 14:13 says, "And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Write, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth, yea, said the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works do follow them." So Daniel 12:2, "And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt."
Okay, so the question is, uh, let's answer the question on how will the blessing proclaimed be fulfilled regarding to, I mean, those who died in the faith.
Well,
Yes?
all of us we know that as Christians, we're still humans, right? We're still humans, and we are not exempt, from death. Uh, if Jesus he doesn't came before, this time for us to go rest, we certainly we're gonna go, die, right? And do the path, that all every human does. But for the Christian, death is no, how we can say, it should be nothing that it can scare us, because death, is also uh, God. It's an act of mercy, for people, when they got old, so they don't have to be suffering too much. Uh, my grandmother right now, she's 90 something, close to 100 years old, and during the last 3 months, 2 months, she's been on bed, resting. Like, her bones, they are like those chair legs, especially this one right here. They're very. It's just the bone, no more skin, no more flesh. But she's okay, she's there, but she doesn't have any pain, much. But I've been having, the cases here, about people, that it takes, a long time to go rest, and they are suffering because, their body, start getting ¿cómo se las llagas? Bed sores. Yeah, and those, brother, is basically, dying every day, constantly pain. So for all of us that we hear, this message, we have to remember that even if we die, we're gonna be blessed because, here blessed are the dead which die in who? In the Lord from henceforth. We have to be faithful, and we're gonna be wake up. When Jesus came, for second time, used to see him the on the clouds. But if we are faithful, right? We have to be very faithful, to God, because we can lose salvation.
Okay, so who will be raised up first? The righteous dead or the righteous living?
Grace.
Yeah, raised up into heaven. Who will be raised up first? Which group?
Well,
The,
but from
the,
it,
the righteous dead will be raised up first, followed by the righteous living.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because when Jesus came, right before, Jesus came, they're gonna be resurrected.
yeah. Okay, let's go to let's see, B. What is to take place at the conclusion of the messages of the three angels, Revelation 14:14 through 16, and Mark 4:26 through 29.
It says, "And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. And the other angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle, and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped." And then Mark says, "And he said, So is the kingdom of God as if a man should cast seed into the ground, and should sleep and rise night and day, and the seed should spring and grow up, he knoweth not how. For the earth bringeth forth fruit in herself, first the blade, then the ear, after that the full corn in the ear. But when the fruit is brought forth, immediately he putteth in the sickle, because the harvest is come." So here it's referring to the sealing, right? Here's where the sealing is going to happen. The note says, "I saw angels hurrying to and fro in heaven. An angel with a rider's inkhorn by his side returned from the earth, and reported to Jesus that his work was done, that the saints were numbered in seals of spirits finished, the sealing finishes. Then I saw Jesus, who had been ministering before the ark, retaining the 10 Commandments, throw down the scepter. He raised his hands, and with a loud voice said, It is done."
Thank you. So, any thoughts or comments about B? Okay, let's finish with the last quote right here. I saw angels hurrying to and fro from heaven. An angel with the rider's inkhorn uh, by his side returned from the earth and reported to Jesus that his work was done, and the saints were numbered and sealed. Then I saw Jesus, who had been ministered before the ark containing the 10 Commandments, thrown down at censer. He raised his hands, and with a loud voice, "It is done." Any thoughts and comments about that? Thank you for letting me do this.